Alright, hello everyone. I'd like to welcome you to another video. Today I'm doing a TV on DVD update, and I'm pretty stoked to be showing you Too Close for Comfort. It's a series that ran from 1980 through 1987, total of 6 seasons. Really, it's just 5 seasons because the last season turned into what they call the Ted Knight Show, and it was a totally different premise, and his daughters weren't even in the show, so you know, it's really 5 seasons. But anyway, VEI Entertainment, this is my second release I've bought from them. I bought Hunter before and reviewed it, but VEI, you know, again, I'm going to have to complain on their packaging because I've had to create my own custom covers yet again because I don't like the way their presentation of the discs are and what it's packed in. Now, I do like this slip box that comes around the case that they got. I always like slip covers, but the only problem is you get this big, huge, bulky, thick case that you can barely open, and then when you open it, look inside, you get just a flipper sleeve cases, I guess what you could call them. This was an 18 disc set, so you get 3 episodes per season, but anyway, I can't stand that kind of packaging. I just can't take it. Plus to the fact, it's not even the same size as a standard DVD. When I line these up, look at that. You've got a good quarter inch, half inch, whatever. So the thing's going to stick out on your shelf. So they couldn't even, it's bad enough they did a different kind of packaging, but a bigger one that's not going to fit on your shelf properly, and it's going to stick out from all the other releases. Look at that. I mean, it's just pathetic. No episode guide, obviously. That's another one of my big complaints. There's no booklet. The names of the episodes are on the discs, okay, but you know, I want to read what they're about. I might find one episode more interesting, and I may want to skip ahead, watch it for a certain reason. It'd be nice to know who's in the episode, if there's a guest star, you know, just things like that I like to have in the set. Now, I know I can look it up online, but I don't want to. I want to just open my set and get everything I need in front of me. And that's the sign of good packaging and a good release. Now, here is my custom covers. I ended up doing 6 disc standard DVD cases. You know, here's 3. Let me show you what the spines are going to look like on the shelf. If I can line them up here, there we go. All standard. I mean, I just did blue, kind of like a light orange, and then the green. You know, so I just stuck with the color thing. That seems to be popular these days, and I don't mind it. But anyways, I was going to point out the space that this takes up on your shelf. If you would have chose, look, 3 6-disc cases is actually less shelf space than their one big huge thing that sticks out anyway. So why wouldn't you put them in these kind of cases? Look here at the discs, how well they fit in here. Here's well, I've got them out of order now. I'm going to start with season 1. I don't know how I got those out of order. Here's season 1, disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and then here's season 2. You know, all the coordination. Now, they use the same artwork throughout each CD, which that's flawed, and I'll show you why at the end. The same thing happened on Hunter. But let me show you the rest of the discs. Season 3, disc 3, season 4. There's all 3 of those. And then here is season 5 and 6. Again, same artwork throughout all discs. I think you should change it per season. And then here's season 6. His daughters are on it. They're not in season 6. That was like McCall on the last season of Hunter. They put her on the disc art too, and she's not in that season. So, you know, that's just a OCD in me coming out. But anyway, there's my custom covers. Now, there's the fronts. I've showed you the spines. The backs, you know, I just took the Rhino releases and kind of incorporated them in, and this one looks different because I just took the VEI back and just used it. I thought it was appropriate because that's season 6 picture right there. It's kind of, or no, season 5 picture, excuse me, because his daughters are still in it. But anyway, you see their kid is really grown up right there. But anyway, this is what we have. Too Close for Comfort. Great show. Of course, the audio is just going to be standard. And, of course, the music rights, if there was any music in it, I'm not sure if there was. That VEI wouldn't spring for that, obviously. So don't expect miracles, because this was a $40 set on their website. I think Amazon's $50 for it right now. I pre-ordered it. It is 129 episodes on 6 seasons. And like I said, that's you know, how many episodes per disc are they putting? 6 episodes per disc on an average. I mean, you're going to have some more that maybe have 7. There's one with 8. You know, so, you know, the compression on that one with 8, man, I'm telling you. These should have probably been 4 discs a piece, and at least 24 discs, in my opinion, you know. But I'm not going to complain. At least we have them. And now we have the complete series, whereas before we only had seasons 1 and 2. But it's just a fun little comedy, and, you know, you've got, you know, the protective dad, and then you've got the bumbling Monroe, you know, the 2 daughters that want to go out and do their thing, and then you've got his wife, Muriel. I always thought that was a cool name, Muriel, you know, for this show. I mean, it just fit perfect. And, you know, she does have a baby in season 2, but anyway, she's just that keep him in kind of line. It's just a great show. And, you know, it's fun comedy, and I love it. So I'm just glad to own it finally on DVD. So anyway, I just want to shoot this vid showing off my set and my custom artwork. And, you know, so there it is. So until my next video, I'll be back.